Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Viewers of the tube, much appreciated. Thanks for tuning back in to an early Shenanigans. Mayo, my friend, that was awesome. I am full of Speed Champ info. I didn't know you were a crafter, and that was super cool that you were showing the whole area world that you have built yourself. That is almost as cool as your Lego city. Adam, much appreciated. AAA in the house. We got Rob, Will, Hoarder 66. Much appreciated. Good to see you, Yo Cliff Yo. I'm sure Mayo's going to be showing up here raiding soon. Brett, long time no see. This is where the Paradisa party is. Troubles in Paradisa, Brett. Troubles in Paradisa for sure. Appreciate it, Mayo. I appreciate it. It works out because the Macro Brick sweater is drying. We just washed it, and I don't stick my emblem printed shirts in the dryer. So I am pleased to announce the Shenanigans is starting to get back into the groove. Spend some time getting used to this whole kind of setup interface, keeping up on chat. So it's going to start to get back to its regular scheduled program here. The desk doesn't look like it now. I should actually have my cup on my makeshift coaster, but it is getting clean. I am looking forward to a clean desk so I can mess it up again mocking. Steve, you are still alive. Man, we were sending out the search party a couple times. They were getting back to us. They didn't give us bad news, but they weren't saying that they found you. So we were getting worried, Steve. Glad you are alive, good sir. Lego Team B, much love to you, Macro. Much appreciated, Team B. Thank you. And we need it, I don't know about all across Canada, but right now in Alberta, we're getting pounded by the winter storm. So we will take that love, and I'll even send some to my neighbors and shovel their driveway. Johnny G, I wish I could, Johnny. Bottoms up, but it's hot coffee. Tim's special. I don't think I got that buzz, but you know what? I'm pretty sure Mayo did send me Paradisa. Now, did I download it? I guess is the question. Tonight I am working on, this is the Dark Falcon. I think that's what it's called, isn't it? The Dark Falcon. I bought this mainly for the minifigures, and I thought it would be cool. I don't think you can see it, but to hang it just below the original playset Falcon I have, just kind of like as a shadow. Okay, downloads. Where are we? Documents, downloads. No. It's probably an Instagram then. Still in Instagram land. I'll have to go download those, Johnny, for the next Shenanigans. Get some free entertainment up in here. Yo, Cliff, yo. Winter is coming. Do you guys even get winter down there, Cliff? Still in Arkansas? What up, Seth? Everybody's best friend. Hey, everybody. Right on. Rob says, Macro Bricks, are you going to Brick World Chicago 2025? I don't know. I think I have some life stuff I should probably check off and pay off. But I'm not saying no. There's never a no here. Seth Bland is saying, hey, bestie, clicking Cliff, right on. Saying hello to Zizou. I got half a year to work on that, I guess, Rob. Better get to work. But I do hear there's a lot of very cool people going that I'd like to see again and say hello to. Go out for breakfast, go out for dinner, maybe a beer, but we'll keep those to a minimum. Awesome. There we go. Caught up on chat. I don't have the iPad down here. So tonight, our background music is brought to you by StreamYard. Boring, dry, but it's something. There we go. Let's see. And because everything's done early, I might as well fill you guys in. Everything's done early. 8 early, 15 early, because I got a show here in an hour or two that the wife's booked in, and I'm super excited to go see it. It is Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, but it's like in a theater at the Science Center, and it's kind of done a little video animatronically. I don't know what you want to call it, but the theater is like a dome completely around you. It's not just an IMAX. It wraps like completely around you. So I'm excited to see that. We'll be reporting back on that one. And the first part of this Dark Falcon, of course, is Technic. Freaking hate Technic. But when this is done, the desk is cleaned off, we're going to get back to mocking. Not like mocking, but like mocking. Look at that. Did I miss a step? Did I miss a piece from before or something? No. I think I missed a piece from before. So we'll just add that in as we go along. This one's going yeehaw like that. This is the piece we forgot. Nice. Everyone is saying hello, hello. Appreciate it. It is a good turnout. Zizou. Z to the I plus a double S with an OU. Good to see you, Zizou. Hopefully the week treated you right, and the weekend is treating you even better. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know if it's just their music done to random video, or if it's like, you know what would be cool? If it was like that Fantasia, good old Mickey Mouse Fantasia DVD I had that was done to Pink Floyd. That would make me smile. So I don't know what kind of video they're going to be putting to their music, but it's going to be interesting. Yeah, mocking's fun, Cliff. I agree 100%. I am taking apart this small little... Actually, I'll get these out of the way. I'm taking apart this small little Avengers tower that I had mocked. I bought a bunch of the little original guys, added to it, built a little bit of a base. So I'm going to take this apart. All these great pieces can go back into the inventory because I did get the bigger scale one, I guess we could say. Lurking and twerking, Hive. Lurking and twerking. If you're working, drive safe, my friend. Lurking, twerking, and working? They paying you extra? Paying you extra? Hey, Mayo, let me turn this music down real quick. That was a good stream, sir.
Yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts about the new Formula One stuff.
Well, I'm not going to lie. This morning, I seen a couple pictures, but it didn't really click in. So I had to go educate myself, go to the Lego page, new what's up and coming. They got like, what, 10 of those cars coming out for Speed Champs?
Yeah.
I pre-ordered all of them. I am so excited that they've actually ran with it. I'm going to move some of my pirate ships down in my space, back upstairs, and I'm going to make a course for these things. I am so excited. They look good.
I'm probably going to make a course for microscale mocks of them.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun. You definitely did them justice going through and covering all the details. was fun to watch, so I had to go eat dinner. And then I come back and I see the end, catching the end, and you got the full-scale Minecraft world up there.
Yeah, it's my Minecraft server.
How many hours you got into that?
Probably probably 200.
That's pretty crazy. Just think of all the Lego you could have built. Cheers, Hive. Hive is working and lurking. Lego TB says, Hive, go easy on that set or we'll report you to TIE Fighter Services. Too funny.
Also, hashtag TIE Fighter crotch.
TIE Fighter what? Crotch?
Yeah, hashtag
Sorry,
TIE Fighter crotch.
I was trying to read. It's like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Well, it's because Hive used the TIE Fighter to cover his crotch.
Oh yeah, as that pure rant fury. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm tempted. I'm gonna put a picture up on Instagram. It's gonna be controversial. It's gonna be a little revealing in all the right ways, if you know what I mean. And we'll see what kind of traction Macro Bricks can get. That's funny.
I'm trying to download.
A little
I'm trying to
softboard.
download something. It's not working. Oh, that's why I saved it as the wrong file.
The problem is, Hive, though, is if you were holding it up and you had maximum confidence in TIE Fighter coverage, but, you know, there's a little landing strip dipping out at the bottom or something. If it didn't quite cover the full package, that could be an embarrassing moment. That'd be my only concern. But other than that, TIE Fighter works.
I don't understand this. Hurry up. It wants to download weirdly as an ABI file, some nonsense.
Thirst traps. Sign me up. That's funny.
StreamYard doesn't let you upload ABI files.
Hi, Cyllin, saying hello to Seth and Brett. The full TIE Fighter Monty. There's a title for you.
No, that's not what I wanted.
What's that sandcrawler worm called? Doesn't that have a name in Star Wars? Throw that in there somehow. Might loop people in.
The Sarlacc?
There you go. Oh, did I screw that up? I wasn't supposed to have that piece. We'll just pull that out and toss her aside. No one's seen nothing happen. Yeah, I'm so excited for those F1s. I can't wait till March. Was it March 1st, March 25th? I'm going to be building them, stream nonstop till they're all done. So hopefully they got a lot of repetitive build techniques from one to the other.
And because if you look at the cars in real life, they do have slight differences between each other. And like I'll even go and get my die-cast 1/43 scale Red Bull and compare, which is a new one I got, and compare it to the Ferrari one I already had.
I guess I don't follow it enough as much as I just watch maybe one or two races here and there. So they probably have to follow a certain rules, but they could still have different shapes for aerodynamics, for example, right?
Yeah, because some, well, it more so comes down to how much weight they want to put on the car.
So each car will vary, well, maybe more than slightly, but hopefully we
because
can
like if they get their manufacturing process right, they can get maximum aerodynamic for minimal weight addition. And also now that they have the salary cap for the constructors, it's much more even than what it used to be. But some teams focus their salary cap into different areas of expertise. Like, do you want a good solid chassis, or do you want comfortability,
Oh, what am I doing?
in the driving cage, or do you want a slightly clipped corner on the for more downforce or whatever? There's a whole lot of things the constructors can allocate their money to, and teams allocate their money to different areas of the car. That's why they're always coming out with new versions of the car.
I see that. That makes sense. My new favorite term, landing strip. Right on, Hive. Saying to Seth, he's peachy. Nice sunny peach. I've been dealing with a bunch of personal stuff this year. Lost my other kitty to old age and dealing with my own health issues. Oh no, Steve, that's the worst. Health is number one, and fines, when that's out of balance, it does affect other stuff. For me, anyways. So my heart goes out to you, Steve. The best to you. Hopefully all gets better and in a timely and orderly fashion. Ditto. Appreciate it. It's right there. Nice. So what else you got planned coming up here, Mail? What are you doing on your next stream after you get the Monkey Kid set done that you're working on?
Well, if
and why aren't you showing up?
Well, if there's enough demand for it, I'll do a 24-hour stream.
Yeah, but why aren't you showing us what you're working on?
Because I'm not working on anything else.
Oh, you're not working on your Monkey Kid set right now?
Well, I'm gonna work on it when I get the energy into my system in a few minutes.
You need some homemade Thai curry too, or what?
No, I need to drink more water and wake up.
You could trade water for Mountain Dew. Does that work?
I've got no Mountain Dew right now.
Oh, that was a piss poor plan, my friend. Live stream with no Mountain Dew? That's not like you, Mail.
Actually, that is like me.
What's next? You're going to tell me you're all out of Pringles as well?
Yes.
Oh, no. Was that a payday treat or what? How do you work that one?
No, that's just whenever they're on sale.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, right on. Done that. To me, this all looks the same. I am not a Technic fan. Shout out to Clever Pig and all the cars that you are building on that epic scale. Man, I don't know how you do that. And you crank those out. He cranks those things out pretty quick. Here I'm struggling and cursing out this dark falcon here. Well, Mail, I think maybe next stream I'll have to get some Mountain Dew and Pringles for you. Maybe I can find multi-flavors of Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Well, 2 days ago, I felt sick, and 4 days ago, I felt extremely sick.
That's not good, but you're feeling better now?
Yeah, I'm feeling much better now, and I've been cruising around the community, and people have let me know that they saw my community post where I went into high emoji riddled details about my illness. I used emojis so that I wouldn't totally gross everyone out.
Fair. Speaking of which, when are you doing your 24-hour live stream you're mentioning? Or when are you planning on doing it?
If there's enough demand for it, I'll do it the weekend after Thanksgiving weekend.
I'm going to have to go look at a calendar because we already had our Thanksgiving up here in Canada, unfortunately, so I got no idea what the hell you're talking about. I don't follow the American. I guess it's after Black Friday, isn't it? Or before Black Friday? Didn't we just have Black Friday?
Yeah, Thanksgiving's always the Thursday before Black Friday.
Wasn't Black Friday like this Friday?
No. A lot of companies like Labour just try to get out in front of Black Friday. They turned it from a day into a week of ultra commercialism.
Pretty soon it's going to be a full month.
pretty soon it's gonna be all the way from Halloween to Valentine's Day.
Oh, that sucks. Different down in the States, I'm guessing, than up here when you gotta pay for your health. Holy cow. The 28th is Thanksgiving. Okay, right on. So after that, I'll have to see my work schedule. It's ramping up again, but during the Christmas, I'd like to do a 24-hour. That sounds appealing.
Yeah, because I was thinking
during Christmas.
well, because like the reason I say that is because I said that even though I retired from the Real Ho Egg stream, that wasn't going to stop me from doing streams if there was a demand for it.
There you go, especially when you're at 899 subscribers, 101 away from your goal.
I lost 4 subscribers that stream because most likely they were shorts viewers.
Oh,
so I'm back down to 895.
I'll come back. You'll come back. They come and go.
Yeah,
they come and go.
They'll come back again.
The reason why I asked that when you're doing 24 hours is I suggest that you go buy as many flavors as you can get your hands on in Australia. I'll buy as many Mountain Dew flavors as I can find here up in Canada. We'll compare the two. We'll get jacked up on Mountain Dew. And it'll be a great 24-hour stream.
Well, I for sure get jacked up on Mountain Dew if I want to survive a 24-hour stream.
That sounds like a lot of fun, I must say.
And I probably do a 24-hour stream the whole day on Sunday.
20 on a Sunday, Kate. I'll definitely look at the schedule.
Which means all the way. Which means all the way from about the time Coconut Bricks goes live until about Good Morning Brick World or whatever.
That'd be fun. Hopefully the Mountain Dew buzz continues into Good Morning Brick World.
Well, I said it'd be about that time.
Yeah, but I'm not the host. I can come and go as need, right?
Yeah, because like I don't expect someone to be wide awake for 24 hours with me because only I'm that crazy because it's I'm not as there was that one guy who tried to do a 50-hour stream, but I wouldn't expect that.
No, I feel like that takes a part of your soul that you never really recover from. I wouldn't recommend that, and I don't think I'd do it again unless it was for high charity value.
You lasted 39 out of those 50 hours.
Mail lost my sub in that stream. Thought he said I couldn't talk about missing Adora bills in his chat. I misunderstood, so I resubbed. Right on, Zizou.
Because I was saying I contacted Ruth and said when I get to 900, that's when I'll build the friends Andrea's mansion.
Oh, look at that! I made a mistake.
I said that I always like to build. I always like to build the big friend sets with her, and she knows it. And so I said months ago, okay, well, if we're gonna do another friends collaboration, it'll probably be for that. So that gives me enough time to get my collection in order to prepare to build that, and that gives enough time for you to finish cleaning your streaming area because I contacted her on behalf of people wondering where she was, and she said, yeah, not streaming because streaming is a mess on her table. And so then I said, well, I'll probably hit 900 over the summer. And yesterday I was thinking I would hit it before Thanksgiving. But after those shorts subscribers got unsubscribed because they're shorts viewers, then maybe not so. But who knows? It could still happen before Thanksgiving.
What do you mean, shorts of mine? What'd I do? My shorts cost you subscribers?
No, I made a short that got 1,200 views, and it got like 5 subscribers out of it, and I lost 80% of those today.
Well, that's crazy. I'm surprised the 1,200 views and net a couple more. Catch
No,
a couple more.
that's what I expect is about a fiver, and
That's
then
all right.
normally 60% of those are gone by the next week.
Well, keep making them, and some will stick. And you got to keep making that what you call clickbait content.
I think the reason why they went away is because I uploaded new content to the channel, and that triggered the YouTube police to unsubscribe them.
It might, but I don't know. I find the what you call clickbait content sometimes it's just directing traffic, right?
Yeah, because the subscribers I've gotten from the clickbait comment, those have stayed. The ones from the shorts haven't.
That was fun, Cliff, wasn't it? Well, the 6 hours before we went looking for the red brick was fun. No, I won't be doing that again. I don't drink bottles of rum anymore.
Yeah, we can have one of those NFT cryptocurrency scam pirate loot hunt treasure on the Bahama Islands fire festival type scavenger hunt to find it, and it just never existed because it's a who's the guy that ran Fire Festival?
It may well have been a golden goose, is what we're saying. I hope he gets better. I didn't even know he was feeling down and out there, Brett. That sucks.
Yeah. Billy, what's his face? McFarland.
Ah, okay, gotcha. I feel you, Zizu. I feel you.
That was his name. Who ran the Fire Festival, and it was one of the biggest scams ever.
The recent Fire Festival isn't that like where the shooting recently or a shooting recently happened?
Well, they're trying to sell tickets for it, but it's a scam, and it's not going to happen. The guy went to jail and nothing from his jail sentence. Well, he spent 7 months in solitary confinement and wrote a 50-page plan of how to execute the scam again.
Well, I guess the question is, you said he spent 7 months in jail?
He spent 4 years in jail with 7 months in solitary confinement.
Okay, the reason why I asked that is I watch a lot of true crime documentaries, American Greed. My question would be, how much money did he get away with? Because a lot of these people I watch, they spend 3, 5, 7 years in jail, but they're also sitting on $150 million if they don't have to pay restitution when they get out. And a lot of them don't. Like a lot of them, I'm like, where'd the money go? So how much money did you walk away with?
I think the reports where he got out with $26 million in scams.
$26 million? I will go sit in jail for 4 years with 7 years of that being in solitary confinement.
And the Logan Paul Crypto Zoo project, where he hired criminals to run his scam. They made those two scam criminals. They made out with $7.5 million, and Logan Paul claims that he isn't guilty because he didn't make off with any of the money, but he's liable because he hired the criminals who did.
Well, he just blamed it on some girls or something.
No, he blamed it on criminals who he hired, and someone stole the code, took it to Switzerland, and held it at $1 million ransom, the code to run the Crypto Zoo project. And it was it's so funny. I've been reading about all sorts of that stuff to get away from the Lego community.
Well, I just think, like, Zizou, like, if in my lifetime, I don't know how good it's going to be or not. Like, let's say in my lifetime, working nonstop, grinding it out. Let's say I made 6 million, 5 million, 4 million, 7 million. I don't know. So for 24 million, 4 years, I'm not going to make that type of money in 3 of my lifetimes. So for 4 years, I would have no problem. Because after that, I'm free. I have to work the next 20 years anyways, right? So if I just shorten that to 4 years, I'd be golden. Sign me up. Cheers, Bunny. Long time no see. So that's my fault. I haven't been around. Work's busy.
Yeah. And no one ever comes, and not nearly enough people ever come knocking at my door wanting to see me go live, which is why I haven't in the past month.
Easy. There you go. Mail has spoken.
Yeah. And so, like,
I just like to stay in the groove.
Like, this game's all over the internet, and everyone sees them every day. But there was another scam. With Logan Paul's Crypto Zoo project, there was some people who lost over $100,000 on those shit coins.
See, I don't know. Some of the shows I watch are like taking people's life savings and like people who are going to retire and stuff. So I think that's all sketchy and wrong. And I'd feel bad doing scams like that where you're taking from the average Joe. But I tell you, if I could come up with a way to get 2 cents off every active American Express credit card, Visa, MasterCard, you name it, 2 cents. No one's going to be missing 2 cents times like 20 million or 30 million cards that are out there, and just put it in an offshore account, right?
Yeah.
That would be a scam that would be willing to get behind. Ryan, my snow is not showing. It just keeps coming. Cheers, Chef.
And I also read about a guy who his stock photo is him wearing a t-shirt that says "Born for Porn." Spent $80,000 on an OnlyFans model.
Whoa, that's a little much there.
Yeah, how can, like, there are some people who are that addicted to porn to spend their whole year's salary on it over how many...
On an OnlyFans model? So, like, does he own the OnlyFans model, or he just gave her $80,000 to watch her dance in a kiddie pool?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. He got had, man. Or he has too much money.
Yeah.
And that's fair, too.
And according to the reports, the model wasn't even one of the premier models on OnlyFans. It was just a one of the mill, and this guy spent $80,000, and it's like, how can you be that addicted? Something is wrong with you. You need help.
That's why it's called an addiction, Mail.
Yeah, exactly. And people that are addicted, like a lot of us are to Lego, we need an intervention.
Yeah, because even when life gets busy, I still am building stuff. It might be like half an hour a day, so one set might take me a month to build or something. But I don't know if I could ever just completely put it down, walk away from it, unless it was literally sell every piece of Lego and just move to a warm country or something.
Like, yeah, a warm country like mine, or the islands like the Caymans, where they hold all of the offshore accounts.
A cheap warm country. Let me correct that, my friend. A cheap warm country.
Yeah, with all of their profits from the Bitcoin Elon Musk scams.
Hey, once you got money, it's a lot easier to steal money, isn't it?
And speaking of Elon Musk, I read about another scam where some dude near Tampa Bay in Florida scammed a 74-year-old woman in Frisco, Texas, out of over $600,000 because she thought she was talking to Elon Musk, but it was just a scammer who is the most picturesque image of a middle-aged scammer you can think of.
It's like the wrong accent for Elon Musk, lady. Come on, she didn't clue in.
Yeah, so it was an anonymous Facebook account pretending to be Elon Musk tricked a 74-year-old Texas woman to coughing up $600,000 on the premise of a investment that's just too good not to pass up.
That's crazy.
The guy is in court now because of that. And what's so cringe is that his defense was that his girlfriend set him up to scam the victim.
Seems pretty scary.
But in a predictable twist of events, ironically, the guy who was scamming the Texas woman was ironically getting scammed by the same scam he was scamming.
That's crazy. Brett says he spent $50,000 on Monster over, but at least you were getting something you wanted. It could be a scam.
And so people think that people aren't stupid to fall for these scams. Yes, there are.
Yeah, they are. I've seen some pretty bad ones in all the shows that I watch where it's like, dude, how did you not see that coming? Like, didn't you test the water with like $10,000 versus giving them like $250,000?
Yeah. And a lot of the times, the really diabolical investment scammers are pulling their scams because they got scammed by a romance scam.
That's probably one of the easiest ones once they get those emotions and start pulling on them heartstrings, G-strings, pant strings. And
so it's just a circle of people getting scammed by each other. And the guy reporting on it lived in the same town near Tampa as the scammer, and so they joked that if they farted into the wind, they could drip a golden shower onto the lawn of that scammer.
See, that's funny. It might have even been the same documentary, but I've seen one where it was a Bitcoin scammer who was robbing these wallets, but because it wasn't like, and then the scammer that he got scammed by, because he got in legal trouble. So he got this lawyer off the internet, but it actually turned out to be like a 14-year-old kid that charged him $150,000 for legal advice.
Yeah. Because what a lot of people do is they make a looped video of some person in the media or Elon Musk or Snoop Dogg or Taylor Swift,
any well-named
or someone like that, or like the King of England, and they'll play a looped video, and what they'll do is they'll link a wallet telling you to deposit your cryptocurrency into that wallet on the promise of a 2 times or something return on investment. And they don't realize that wallet becomes locked once you deposit your cryptocurrency.
That's crazy. Technology has been a blessing for the world, but at the same time, it's been so hurtful, in so many different ways.
Because I remember getting a link on Facebook to one of the Snoop Dogg looped video scams, where this guy was pretending to hang out with the dog, and it was a looped video of them partying in like a dark, dimmed room, and there was a PPP smoke in the air, and you can tell that it was looped because they were saying the same catchphrases, and I believe it would have had to been a deep faked, and it was an AI script impersonating the dog's voice,
Yeah,
telling you to click the link below, and the link below was a crypto wallet scam.
but if you fall for that, I mean, you're kind of being naive, no? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it's like, if only, like, if we all were, if we all had the computer smarts as all those scammers, we could afford all the Lego in the world.
But I don't even think it's computer smarts, Mail, because a lot of times it's not that great of a scheme. That's not hard. It's just I feel like you have to put your morals and heart aside to rip someone off. Knowing you're ripping them off. It's one thing if like whatever they gave you $10 back extra in change and you didn't say anything or you didn't realize it till you got home. It's another thing when you're knowing that you're ripping people off, and not for a small sum of money, 2 cents, $2, $20. When you're ripping people off for hundreds of thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
that's crazy. That's a different level of morals than I got. Even sometimes mine are questionable.
It kind of,
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it kind of like the same, kind of like the same morals that Lego has when they say, we are never going to make grey bricks because we don't want kids to build tanks. So the first castle was going to be yellow, and then 6 years later they make a grey castle.
Yeah, and they're probably not far off from pumping out a couple tanks too, to be honest.
Yeah, because well, like Kobe saw that Lego wouldn't make it, so they were like, okay, let's fill the void in that competition and do it for ourselves, and that's why people buy Kobe.
Well, if the government or if the companies lobby the government so hard to change the laws for stuff to like right and repair and privacy, if they're willing to spend money of profits to change the rules to make more profits, to me that says all these companies, especially the bigger ones, are nothing about the dollar. So I feel like Lego will eventually be like, we can make more money. We just have to sell some tanks and Jeeps and airplanes. I think eventually they will sell themselves out for profitability.
Yeah, and like Coca-Cola is getting a lot of crap right now because they made their ad that was completely AI generated. And
So what's wrong with that?
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the day when Lego makes a release video. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it in 2025 as an experiment where they make an entire release video that's 100% AI generated.
I'm going to have to go look at this Coca-Cola AI generated video, but what's wrong with using AI to make your commercial?
Well,
It's probably cheaper.
Well, yeah, well, it's cheaper, but the quality of the animation is poorer than a pro Hollywood level animator who requires a wage to complete the task, which is what people were complaining about. Like, I get it if you're going to use AI for like a cheap 79-cent NFT, but not a TV commercial.
Or they're testing the waters a little bit to see what they can and can't do or get away with. That was a bad mistake I made right there. What up, Big Nate? What's up, a-holes?
Yeah,
yes, I am.
We're all the a-holes.
Yeah, I don't fault Coke for that. I'm actually going to go look at this cheesy commercial in question, but I see that coming up more often.
Yeah, it's got the most bit crushed Santa animation you'll ever see.
That's funny. Hey, it can't be as bad as fake news, so.
And it's got a creepy voice that has to use weird AI-driven arts. And in order to make an account, you have to enter your phone number. Like, no one's going to do that. Not for Coca-Cola.
Creepy voice with googly eyes. Yeah, I know someone like that.
And like, it would be so funny if Pepsi came out and did the same thing, but they actually paid Hollywood animators to do it just to get spite on Coke.
That would actually be funny. The exact same commercial, just done through Hollywood or Universal or whatever. That'd be pretty funny.
Because it'd be like it'd be like if Kobe had made a commercial saying, "Hey, Lego once made the yellow castle, then they made the grey castle." That seems a little bit immoral. They don't want to make tanks, so we'll make tanks instead. Don't buy Lego bricks if you want to make a tank. Come buy our tanks instead, Kobe, the brick company that'll give you tanks.
Make tanks. Yeah. What up, Big Nate?
And that's how Kobe's making their money. And Funhole is making their money because they're selling light kits with their modulars, and Fantasy's making money because they're making decently designed sets.
Well, Funhole, I'm not going to say Funhole's making money because they're lighting kits with their sets. I'm definitely going to check that out. But for me, I didn't order it for the lights. I ordered some Funhole because I want to check out those actual sets. Like the actual architecture of the set looks pretty damn good.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are getting all wrapped up in the light kits of included in the Funhole sets, just because it's something born out of innovation. Because a lot of companies sell the light kits separately, and I've seen a lot of people competing with Funhole now, including the light kits in their sets because Funhole started it.
And I'll never mix my pieces from different companies. Like I'll keep the Funhole set as a set in the city layout. Same with the blue bricks, like they're kept together. It's not like I just went and used like a bunch of random blue bricks for my, landscaping or other mocks or stuff. So I got a nice balance, I find, but I'm willing to dabble. And if it looks better and they're pumping out more of the style of builds that I like, we'd be suckers to not try it, right?
Now, I'm probably never going to buy a Funhole set. I'm probably never going to buy a Funhole set, and I don't need to go and rush out to get a Kobe tank, but though I probably got the money to drop a hole on those blue brick ugly rock pieces now.
So here's a question. Would you buy a Kobe tank or would you buy a Brickmania Lego tank?
I'd probably buy a Kobe tank.
Okay. Just because the value, so to say.
Well, not just because of the value, but I want to compare the clutch power. And also because, I could take the instructions for a Kobe tank and try and make it out of my own existing Lego pieces if I really wanted to.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Kind of why I want to try.
Because the real cost of the Brickmania sets is not the stickers. It's not the design. It's not the instructions. It's not the printed elements. It's the fact that they have to source the parts as cheaply as they can, and to do that, they have to buy a lot at a time, which means their upfront investment is higher at the start, and it gets lower over time. And
I bet you they clean house though. I bet you when they build 100 tanks.
So they have to get a lot of expensive bulk orders with a lot of parts to be able to sell individual kits on the mass. And those that they don't are more expensive than ones that they do. So if you see a relatively cheap Brickmania set, that's because that came with pieces they were able to source thousands of at a time or whatever.
Yeah, and I bet you some of those sets cross over.
I'm pretty sure they even dabble with used pieces that they restore to new condition through hydrogen peroxide treatment and extreme dusting and maybe even sanding, just as long as they can get it for cheap, because that decreases their upfront costs.
I don't think they're going that far, but I think if you got a business model, you're not going to go try and crank out 10,000 tanks. You're going to start with 100. They're going to sell. Then you get 150. They'll sell.
Yeah.
So by the time they get all these different models and the pieces cross over from model to model, they're already in a position where, you know, if you're going to start a business, like 50 grand, I'm sure in pieces is probably nothing. And it gets you how many models to crank out to buy $100,000 worth of pieces.
Yeah. Because
if they did it right, I don't think they're stretched thin.
Yeah, because there are Lego YouTubers who are bricklink sellers who have said, "Yeah, Brickmania has bought from me before."
But even for you, man,
that's not a bulk order. That's ordering specific pieces, which means that of course the upfront cost would be up the wazoo.
Yeah, but even for you, man, let's say you wanted to build this Indy car or whatever version, you needed 40 different elements. Okay, let's say 100 different elements to buy it. Yeah. You're telling me, like, if Lego sold them, even for you, you couldn't go buy 60 of each element times 40 elements to build 60 of these cars? I bet you could flip that.
Yeah. You could do that. You just have to know the right people, and you have to look in the right place.
And if you got the right, you have to have access to the right piece.
Which is why Dan Siskind of Brickmania has established so many connections.
And they probably build a lot of their models with not uber rare pieces like window frames from, Cafe Corner. They're probably using a lot of pieces they can buy straight from Lego at quantities of 10,000 at a time. Like Bevan's bricks, perfect example.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's a lot of pieces that is more expensive from Lego than on Bricklink. But
and then you go to Bricklink and you buy them from Bricklink.
With Lego, you can get a guaranteed $999 of that part per order.
I feel like Shy's in the know. Shy's going to know what the most expensive part for Brickmania is, sourcing out the Lego or their research and design or their packaging or the stores. Maybe it's the brick and mortar stores.
Yeah, and it might have been when Shy got Dan Siskind on Cali Bricklick. Dan said that they retooled their designs to include less expensive pieces.
I feel that'd probably be a staple for them, yeah. Not that they want their models to be simple, but definitely ease of them sourcing parts.
Because it's like people who try to piece together the Cafe Corner, not realizing there are new versions of those elements that are cheaper than the elements that are within an alternate or an older generation of that element that was made when that set came out in 2007. Like the panels, the panels and the windows are more flat back in 2007, while nowadays they have a slight ridge or lip in them.
And then for me, when I source mine out, it's not exact, but the windows are close enough that I can't really tell when I go take a glance. I don't think most people can unless you're really, really looking at the finite details and care about the finite details.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was the video that I was loosely explaining, Chef, because I wouldn't have remembered Dan saying that if it wasn't for Shy working with him collaboratively.
That's very interesting. Their Lego pieces cost them the most to make up their models, or that's the bulk price of their models.
No.
So then I guess we can't complain about Lego, or does Lego have an advantage because they're actually molding and making the piece versus Brickmania having to go buy the piece? I wonder if Brickmania will get big enough they start making their own pieces. It just wouldn't be Lego.
Yeah, well, they could go down the same route that Kobe does if they really wanted to. But you've got to have a lot of venture capital behind what Kobe's been able to do. because Kobe had to work up to get where they are now.
You think some of these other off brands will get as big as, say, Kobe?
Well, I think
Be interesting to see how far Funhole goes.
I think Funhole is already as big, if not bigger, than Kobe, because like 5 years ago, no one knew who Funhole was. No one knew who Fantasy was. They came out of nowhere because they started influencing people with their.
Well, yeah, and for the longest time we blacklisted them ourselves.
Yeah, like 5 years ago, everyone knew who Kobe was. Everyone knew who Mega Bloks was. Everyone knew who C3 Constructions was. Everyone knew who.
Never heard of C3 Construction. I'm gonna have to go check them out.
What was one of the others? Everyone knew who Leppen / Mold King were.
They got a little bit of, I wouldn't say traction, but they did in all the wrong ways. If they did it the right way, they probably would have had something going for them.
Yeah, and now they've erased a lot of their past because of their rebranding to Mold King. So much so that Mold King started sponsoring people's reviews.
Funhole is just their sister company. Wouldn't that be funny?
Well, no. Mold King is a rebrand of Lippen. I think Fantasy and Funhole got their start on Wish and Alien Express.
There's one that Cliff sent me. Yo, Cliff, yo. And they had a bunch of medieval stuff, but they were working directly with the designers. And I don't think it was Funhole. I can't remember the name of it now.
Yeah, so those would have been collaborative set designs. Kind of, because if you think about it, Lego Ideas is a collaborative set design.
Fair.
Or the Lego Pharrell Williams set was a collaborative set design.
That looks kind of weak. I wish they did a little bit more for that movie with their Lego sets. That set doesn't look appealing to me. Good evening, Mama Lego. Good to see ya. Hopefully all is good. It's been a while. Nice. Everyone's saying hello, hello. Very fun.
So
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one, Shy. I'm super curious.
I research so much stuff. I just go on to tons of tangents. But the underlying factor of today is that I'm excited for the Formula One collaboration, and those who have seen my stream know how excited I am.
Yeah, ditto. Do you think they're going to continue with them, or do you think we're going to get this one wave of Formula One and
they said it's going to
do
be
it all?
They said it's going to be a multi-year partnership.
Nice.
So I'd expect them to carry on until the 2027 Formula One season. Because normally Lego has 3-year contracts and they extend beyond that. Like the Mario contract was originally 3 years and they extended that.
Nice. Well, if they're dumping out this many Speed Champ F1 cars, they might give us some crazy big set that ties it all together. Like the stands, a racetrack. I don't know. That sounds fun, though.
Well, see, they've done a lot of that stuff with Speed Champions in the past. So I think if they just scaled it to the same scale as these new awesome-looking Formula One cars based on the 10 teams, if they just scaled it up ever so slightly, they could easily do that because it would just be replicating designs they've already done, but with Formula One branding.
What you're saying, Mayo, is we have a chance.
Yes.
Nice.
Because it's something that's feasible within the Speed Champions theme. And if Lego knows their market the most, they'll focus most hard for this Formula One collaboration in the Speed Champions theme. I think that's where they'll make their most money out of this collaboration.
I'm sure Lego has some tricks up their sleeve, but sometimes I wonder if they do know their market the most or if they're just in La La Land.
Yeah.
Oh, they listen to me, I feel like. I got the F1 Speed Champs I was hoping for. NASCAR F1.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll
And like
NASCAR.
when I was responding to comments on that Just Too Good reaction for the Formula One, I saw a couple people bringing up NASCAR, and I just got to remind people, NASCAR doesn't have the global appeal that Formula One does.
Yes, that is fair. That's a good point. It's not world renowned. They're not racing around in France and Dubai and wherever else they seem to set up nonstop everywhere. Weren't they in Montreal? That's where I seen them, Montreal. Not seen them, but when they came to Canada.
Yeah, because they used to have a Montreal Grand. They used to have a Montreal Grand Prix, and I think Formula One has kind of moved away from Indianapolis in favor of Miami and Vegas, because those are the glamour spots where Formula One can make more money. I think Formula One originally entered the American market in Indianapolis because of the racing culture of the Indy 500.
That starts getting a little bit of detailed into sports. Hey, I just watch.
I think because of the auto sports infrastructure already in Indianapolis, it was low-hanging fruit for Formula One to go there first. But clearly, the spectacle of Formula One in Miami and Vegas is better than the spectacle of Formula One in Indianapolis.
There you go. Mayo, I hate to be that guy, but it's a kind of good timing because I'm going from bag 4 to bag 5. That's my hour. I got to, unfortunately, ditch out early on this Saturday Shenanigans. And not unfortunately, because it's going to be a fun evening. But I got to cut her short, and we'll catch up hopefully next week.
Yeah.
I appreciate you hanging out, Mayo, filling us in. Always good for the details. Chat, much appreciated. You guys showed up, and it was fun. Hopefully, I kept up in chat, and no one felt like I just left them out, hanging out to dry. Appreciate it, Seth. Next time, I'm going to have to bring the iPad and get some wicked, bland background music going down here. Appreciate it, Brett. Thank you. Thank you. Big Nate and Bonnet. I hope they get going too. That'd be awesome. Bluegrass, awesome. Cheers. Mayo, thanks again. We'll catch up soon.
And I'm gonna go watch CPA A-Phone.
That sounds fun.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how we